Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Inggar Khaerul Tamimi, and two of my friends, Hafsah Abdul and Andi Ismail. We are from the group of 11 who will analyze a topic called Deixis. We take news online at New York Post. Okay, continue. Deixis is a direct destination. A word is said to be dietic if the reference moves or changes depending on when and where the word is spoken. Deixis can also be interpreted as a word whose reference always change depending on context. Deixis is also part of linguistic, part of pragmatic, which has a relationship with word or sentence that change because of the situation and context of the sentence. The Deixis are divided into the first 5 parts of personal Deixis, place Deixis, time Deixis, social Deixis, and discourse Deixis. The first personal Deixis concretes the encoding of the participant in the speech, even in which the utterance in question is delivered. The category of personal divided into 3. The category of first person in the grammatical of the speaker's reference himself. Second person, the encoding of the speaker's reference to one or more addresses. Third person, encoding of reference to person and entities that are neither the speaker's nor addresses of the utterance in question. The example of personal Deixis: she wants to get the best score in the final exam. Second Deixis start time at the relative time when the conversation took place. The example of time Deixis: tomorrow is Sunday. Third place Deixis relative to understanding, to location of the room or place, use the location where the speakers participant in the conversation is. The example from the place Deixis: there you go. The fourth is social Deixis. In the level or so difference in social characteristic between the speakers and the interlocutor or reader and speaker with the topic or reference referred into in the conversation. There are also number of examples in the language that are included in social Deixis in the form or respect for the glorified person, including restrictions and on the intended titles such as Your Honor, Your Royal Highness, Mr. President. The last Deixis, discourse is a reference to certain part of the discourse that have been given or are being developed, and Deixis discourse indicated by anaphora and cataphora. A reference is said to be anaphora is the referral or successor refers to something that has been mentioned well. A reference or reference is said to be a word if the reference point to what will be mentioned. So, the example from Deixis discourse: this is a great story. Okay, enough. That's a clear explanation of the intention on an example of Deixis. We were going to analyze the Deixis and article published in New York Post and the analysis presented by Hafsah Abdul. The time is yours. Thank you.
Okay, next to the analyze, we can see the first statement from the online newspaper was published on New York Post. Actress Naya Rivera, who plays Santana Lopez on the musical show, disappeared Wednesday while boating with her 4-year-old son on Lake Piru in California. Although authorities are still searching for her, she is presumed dead. So, to analyze, our team got two Deixis from this statement. The first Deixis, we can see the word Wednesday. The word Wednesday is the time of Deixis, and it refers to July 8, 2020, and that is 5 days before the article was published. And the second word is she. She as personal Deixis, because the word she is included as female, so the word she is reversed to Naya Rivera. And the next statement, last month, the show made headlines once again when star Lea Michele was called out for treating her black cast members less than fairly. And to analyze, we can see the word last month. The word last month is time Deixis, and it refers to June, that is 1 month before the article is made. And the next statement, the cast frequently acted up behind closed doors. They did a lot of staying and hiding that nobody knew about, says the insider. And to analyze, we can see the word they. The word they is person Deixis or personal Deixis, and the word they refers to the cast who often act behind closed doors. So the next statement, the things that have happened with some of the cast, it's very sad. And to analyze, we can see the word it. The word it as personal Deixis, and the word it can refer to things. And from the article, the word it refers to the things that have happened to some of the cast. And the next statement, 3 hours later, the boy was discovered sleeping alone on the pontoon. So the analyze is, we can see the word 3 hours later. 3 hours later is time Deixis, and it refers to the time when her son found sleeping in the pontoon himself. And the last statement, this is considered to be a horrible accident. Ventura County Sheriff's Office spokesman Captain Eric Busco said. So the analysis is the word Ventura County Sheriff's Office. It refers to specific person. According to the article was published that the Ventura County Sheriff's Office refers to Captain Eric Busco said. So that are the analysis. I'm sorry for the mistake that I tell you, because I still learn. Andi and Inggar still learn from this module, from this material. So I hope you can enjoy from this video. Okay, and so the conclusion will be presented by Andi Muhammad Ismail. So check this out. Thank you.
Hi, okay. My name is Andi Muhammad Ismail. So I will make the conclusion about my material for semantic in the final exam about Deixis in the newspaper on the link. So Deixis is an important aspect when it comes to meaning in semantic and pragmatics. Deictic elements are often used, and in order to fully understand the meaning of the deictic elements, we will need to know more information what is in uterine loan. Deixis is Pragmatic branch that focus in analyzing the reference of the literature. Deixis also find in literary works and newspaper. In analyzing the reference of the literature, we need to know the context of the literature. In newspaper, understanding the context is so difficult for me actually. This research, there are types of Deixis and the reference of each Deixis uttered in the newspaper are analyzed. There are 4 types of person Deixis and 3 types of time Deixis. For person Deixis, they are deictic words. Use deictic words is she, they, it, and use specific person is Ventura Country Sheriff's Office. For time Deixis is Wednesday, last month, and 3 hours later. From all details found in newspaper, the deictic word is used to appoint the writer, the reader, third person, the time and place in newspaper. The analysis for this research shows that the Deixis used in the newspaper does not have the same reference, and it depends on the context and a situation of information in the newspaper in order to understand the reference of deictic. Since the texts of newspaper are quite complicated, understanding context and situation will help the reader to get more information of the newspaper.